Hey YouTube, welcome back. Kevin here. We're going to take a look at one of my favorite ball python morphs. I'm actually proud to have two of them in the collection. This is an Ultramel. This is a male. He's just about a year old. I got him from Chris Hernan Reptiles. And this guy is 100% het for pied. 100% pet for awesomeness. He's got pretty, he's got pretty good size. Oh yeah, I know, because gets a little grumpy. Great eater. Ultramels are one of my favorites, and a lot of cool projects being done with these guys. I'm kind of hoping to make some Ultramel Pieds in the future. That's the plan. And this guy is the most recent addition to the collection. Just beautiful pattern, beautiful coloration. You're okay, buddy. I know, you were probably sleeping and I startled you. I'm sorry. Just about a year old, so he is going to be added to the breeding project for sure. And the other Ultramel in the collection, this is Melda. I got her from, she came from, where'd she come from? Molecular Reptiles out of Utah. And she, I think, is going blue, of course. Of course, because we're going to do a video, you're going blue. Oh, you're a little hissy too. The male just shed. Yeah, she's not looking great because she's just going into her opaque stage. She is an Ultramel, but she's also a GHI. So GHI kind of changes the way the alien heads, the pattern looks. It kind of stretches them and thins them out a little bit, so to speak. And you can't really see her true coloration just because she is getting ready to go through her blue phase. Checking on her cage card. Last time she shed was June 23rd, so that's about right on schedule. These guys they're shedding at least about once every month. See her eyes are starting to go opaque, but she's a sweetheart of a snake too. That's the thing about ball pythons. They're all nice. They're all pretty friendly, and if they are scared, they'll seldom bite you, and they bite out of fear. So, but these guys will bite you if you startle them and they think you're gonna feed them. Like if I open up the tub and they're in their hide, and I reach in on them, they might sense the warmth of my hand and think it's food coming. Because unlike a boa constrictor, pythons, such as this ball python here, they have heat-sinking pits. See those little pits, those little dashes around his face there? Those can actually sense heat. So at night, even if the snake can't see 2 feet in front of its face, or 2 inches that is, it will sense heat with those pits. There we go, that's a little bit better. Still getting used to, it's hard to actually film and narrate and actually try to film correctly and make sure the video's in focus and looks clear and all that. So. But I figured we would do a ball python video because we haven't checked in on the ball pythons in a little while. Let's take a look at 2 others. Let's take a look at the ones I got from Dave Kaufman. Everybody knows who Dave Kaufman is. Great reptile man, and he's all over YouTube. If you haven't heard of Dave Kaufman, you must have just woke up from a long nap. But anyway, I met Dave back in February up at the, ooh, we got a big old poop in there too, yuck. In the Minneapolis Cold-Blooded Expo and picked up a couple of babies that he produced. They're sisters. These guys, they're about a year old too. I want to say they hatched out maybe July of last year. I got the date somewhere on the card in the drawer over there. This is a Mojave Pied, and the mom looked exactly like this girl. Oh, somebody shed too. Woo, check it out. So, I'll take that poo out of there. It's gross. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I'll edit it. So that is a Mojave Pied, and some of the babies turned out to be GHI Mojave Pieds. Now, Dave wasn't 100% sure. Sometimes with GHI, it's hard to tell if they are a GHI until they get older and they express it a little bit more. So he sold this one to me as just a Mojave Pied, and if it turned out to be a GHI, then that was just an added bonus because he charges more for those. Taking a look at her sister, but this girl, let's take her out here. Come here. This girl's got put on some good size. I'll have to get a weight on her. She's eating African soft fur rats. They all are. And I'll tell you, ASFs put some serious weight on these girls. So, that is Miss Gaia. Now her sister over here is a Mojave GHI Enchi Het Pied. And she is a GHI for sure, and she is heterozygous for the pied pattern, and she also shed recently too. Nice. These girls rather are growing really well. Get an idea on the size of her. She's really starting to catch up to the rest of the ball python clan. And this girl's name is Luna. Luna, L-U-N-A. So I picked these two girls up, as I mentioned, in February, and they have put on some serious size. What's funny, I was watching Dave's ball pythons in the wild video, and I was really shocked, as a lot of people probably were, when he was asking the villagers, yeah, that's it, about African soft fur rats, because he was noticing that they were feeding everything, basically European looking rats, like the same stuff we have, and mice. And I think he showed one guy a picture of an African soft fur on his phone, and the guy's like, I don't know what that is. So basically the come away from the whole thing was that these don't eat African soft fur rats in the wild at all, because nobody has seen them. So I thought that was really interesting. But hey, you know what? Doesn't change anything for me. My guys are still going to get ASFs because they are loaded with protein, and they're basically like steaks for snakes. And I've seen some serious growth by using ASFs. For example, where is the big girl here? Oh, there's big Desiree. So this is Desiree. She's a DG, Desert Ghost, produced by Mike over at Nice Balls. Her sister Sahara, her litter mate, is even bigger. This girl just shed too, but coming along nicely. She and her sister will most likely be the first two girls that'll be, big enough to breed when the time comes. There's her sister, Miss Sahara. I guess she looks around the same size, although I thought when I weighed them, Sahara was heavier. Sahara is going opaque. She's blue. She's blue, abadia, abadai. Oops, you're all right. You're fine. Don't freak out. You're okay. Oh, you're hissy too. I know you don't feel well. You're going to shed your skin. So what I'll do, I usually wait a day or so once I discover they're going blue, and then I heavily mist the cage down. give them a good mist. Then I make sure that the cocoa husk, this is Reptichip. I use that stuff. It's great. Holds humidity really well. And I get perfect sheds out of this stuff. It's also pretty easy to spot clean too. You see a little urate there. I also got to remember I've got poo in that upper cage, so I'll take care of that. So anyway, just a look at some of the ball pythons. Here's a pied head Ultramel. Everybody's out. You know, she's going blue too. Now, the way you can tell a pied's going blue, oops, it's not by their quirky little movements. Their white starts to get a little dull and it almost looks a little red. It's like a kind of a reddish, kind of a tinge to it. So she's getting ready to go blue too. Cage cards I got on here. Last time she shed was the end of July. Oh, not the end of July. End of June. End of June. Yeah, so she's due. Yeah, so she's definitely she's going blue. You can tell that white just looks that. And here's another pied. This is a het clown. This is from American Made Exotics. You can see how nice and white she is. So, but anyway, we'll do individual videos on all the various morphs that I have when it comes to the ball pythons. But today's video, I really just kind of wanted to showcase the Ultramel gene. Yeah, beautiful. Just looks absolutely beautiful, caramelly kind of a color. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for checking in. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and ring the bell for future notifications. And we will see you in the next one. I cleaned the poo. Yuck.